In this question, we will reverse a linked list. See the example. Consider this linked list having value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 null. Head is 1. The approach is I will take one null node. Here, first I will remove my head next pointer from next node. Then I will add head next pointer to previous node. Now you can see my head is 1 and it is pointing to null. Now I will make head is 2. Again I will remove my head next pointer from next node and then I will add my head next pointer to previous node. This way I will continue till head become null. So final list you can see 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 null. So now here I will explain how I will get the final list. This is my linked list. Head is 1, taking one null node and it is initialized to forward node and previous node. Now I will take one while loop. I will check head is not null. If it is not null, I will move my forward node to head next node. That means my forward node will be node 2. Next, I will make head next pointer to previous node. That means my head will now point to null. Next, I will set previous node to head. That means my previous node is now 1. Next, I will set my head node is to forward node. That means my head is now 2. Now see the list. My head is 2, forward node is 2 and previous node is 1 pointing to null. Again I will check head is not null. So I will move my forward node to next head node. That means now my forward node is 3. Next I will set head next will point to previous node. So head node 2 will point to previous node 1. Next I will set previous node to head. That means my previous node now is 2. Next I will set my head node is to forward node. That means my head is now 3. Now you can see my list. Head node is 3, forward node is 3 and previous node is 2. Now again I will check head is not null. So I will move my forward node to head next node. That means my forward node now is 4. Next, set head next to previous node. That means head node 3 will point to node 2. Now, set previous node to head. That means previous node now is 3. Next, set head is to forward node. That means my head is now 4. So here you can see my list. Head node is 4, forward node is 4 and previous node is 3. Again I will check head is not null, so forward node will move to head next node. That means my forward node is now 5. Next, set head next to previous node. That means node 4 will point to node 3 now. Set previous node to head. So that means my previous node is now 4. Next, set head to forward node. That means my head is now 5. So see my list is now head is 5, forward node is 5, previous node is 4. So again I will check head is not null. So I will move my forward node to head next node. That means my forward node is now null. Next, head next will set to previous node. That means node 5 will now point to node 4. Next, set previous node to head. That means now my previous node is node 5. Next, set head to forward node. That means my head is now null. So now you can see my list. Head node is null, forward node is null, previous node is 5. Now it will check head is null or not. So head is null. Here I will return previous node. You can see final list is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 null. You can see question number 206 is a reverse linked list. So coming to the coding part, taking two pointer, one is forward node, type is list node, initialize to null, another pointer previous node initialize to forward node. Now taking one while loop, I'll check head is not null. So inside while loop, I'll move my forward node to head next node. Next, I'll make my head next to previous node. Next, I'll set my previous node to head node. Next, I'll set my head node to forward node. At the end, I will return previous node. Now I can run my code. See, test case is accepted. Submit. Now you can see my submitted code. Thank you guys for watching this video.